Hi everyone, SS Blue Fox here. We are going to be taking a very quick look at the latest video from EA Sports F1. It's to do with track and driver updates for the upcoming F1 24 game. Now with the game set to be released a little bit later on this month, we're starting to get near the business end in terms of all of the improvements and changes which they've made from last year's game. So hopefully this is going to be filled with some really positive changes, some really exciting new elements for the new F1 24 game. Let's have a look.
I'm Alex Jakes. Welcome to the third official deep dive of EA Sports F1 24.
Okay, and so this
Today,
I think
we're
is
focusing on updates
the
to
element
tracks, drivers
that
and
the
teams
majority
to
of us
immerse you in the
as the
sport
F1
and elevate the gameplay
community
experience.
are most interested in. This is what's really going to give us that feel of a new experience. Got to say, these immediate kind of flyovers look really good, look a bit sharper, look a bit cleaner.
Fan favorite circuits.
That looks great, Abu Dhabi.
The home of the British
So,
Grand Prix,
we already
has
know
been
some of the
completely
circuits which are
revamped,
getting a
ensuring players feel
overhaul.
every bump and
Silverstone
change in
is
elevation.
one of them.
I've noticed
So apparently a lot more changes
changes
in
in the
elevation,
first sector already running down
exactly as
the
you're saying, kind of undulation
It's
changes
not,
in certain areas,
flat
so
like a billiard table
should
anymore.
make the circuit a
see
little
the
bit more
nuances in
challenging,
the-
at least be able to feel it a little bit
in the
more through the
elevation,
wheel, through the
which you wouldn't
controller,
think is at
should
Silverstone, but
hopefully
there
give
it
it
is.
a different level of
Circuit
complexity.
Spa-Francorchamps is receiving
Spa
a major
looks
rework in F1 24.
fantastic. That looks
The way
so
this
much
track
better.
flows now with the
That
up and
foliage
down
across
hills,
the
the
back,
elevation
obviously the
changes,
changes to Eau Rouge and
does feel
Radeon,
significantly
visually
Upgrades that the circuit
amazing.
received in real life are now accurately reflected in game.
Wow, that looks
No
great.
name, gravel
That
on the
looks
exit
really great. I
Everyone
hope
like
that they
that.
keep this up with more circuits.
It
Oh,
almost feels
okay,
like a new
gravel on the
track.
outside there.
But it's Spa that we know.
That's going to make
but
that
it's
whole corner
much
very
better, and I really
different.
like it. It's still my favorite track, but now it's even better.
Interesting to see how that's going to influence lap
Lusail
times.
International Circuit
This
in
was
Qatar
a surprise.
has
Now,
been given a
Qatar
visual
is actually
overhaul
my
to bring it in line
favourite
with the changes
circuit,
made to the
but I
official
was
track
surprised that
in
this circuit was going to be
2023.
getting an overhaul,
Updated
considering
curbs,
how
safety
new it
barriers
is to
and
the
paddock
F1
buildings bring
game.
F1 24 closer
That
to
being
reality
said, that
than ever
looks
before.
fantastic.
Saudi Arabia's Jeddah Corniche circuit now
Jeddah
looks
as
better
well,
than ever,
okay.
receiving upgraded
Oh wow,
circuit
that
infrastructure
track work,
and trackside art.
that artwork I should say, looks fantastic. Okay, cool. Let's hope that they do more,
Not only are
some
fan
other
favourite
circuits
circuits
throughout the
being
year.
reworked,
That'd be great
we've
to
also
see.
developed features to give players more realism than in previous games.
Okay.
New and more varied cutscenes have been added between sessions to immerse you in
Nice.
the action.
I like that.
For the
Cutscenes are
first time in
important.
series history,
It helps
we're adding
build
real
up that
driver
realism
audio
massively.
samples, taken from the previous official F1 broadcasts.
Wow, okay.
Guys, but still got some points. Thank you for the continued efforts.
That's really cool. I'm a big fan of that. Like they say, it's about adding realism. That goes a long way. I'm not sure how that would work in multiplayer.
Realism and immersion.
I don't know whether that would transfer over. Let's say you chose Alonso's car in a multiplayer race, whether you'd get his kind of radio comms, that sort of thing. I don't know.
10 teams
That'd be
have been
interesting to
redesigned from the
see.
ground up, using CAD models of the cars and dynamic diffuse global illumination software to improve lighting, shadows, and reflection effects during races and cutscenes.
Okay, so basically the cars are going to
The
be
20
looking
official drivers will
an
look
awful
better
lot
than ever,
better.
thanks to
Bit
improved
sharper,
eye and
bit
skin
cleaner.
shaders, making F1 24 the most realistic game yet. Each driver
Yeah, they
has
do.
had full hair rendering,
They
giving
do
them
look
even better
way
likeness to real
better.
life. F2 is the official
That's a
support
great
series
step.
where future
That really
F1
is a great
stars are
step. I
made.
didn't realise they were going to be pushing it for
2023 teams and
F2
liveries
as
are in the
well.
game at launch, with the 2024 car being added in a post-launch update alongside this year's
Okay.
driver lineup.
So the 23
The F2
cars
grid
will
will
be
also benefit
available
from the
at
redesigned
launch.
CAD
24
models
stuff
of
will
cars
be
and drivers.
later on.
F1 24
Cool, right.
features more
There's
established
some
My Team icons
legendary
than ever
drivers,
before.
the My Team
Players can
drivers.
jump into the shoes
So
of
some
iconic
familiar
drivers
names,
from
a few
F1's
new
rich
ones,
history
Kamui
in a solo
Kobayashi, and I
Grand
think
Prix,
I just saw
or for the
Pastor
first time,
Maldonado
a
as well.
full driver career. Whether this is Pastor Maldonado or Kamui Kobayashi, their stories are what you make them in F1 24.
Cool.
F1 24 also
Oh,
allows
that
players
looks
to have
badass.
icons
Schumacher
as
in the
their
new
teammates,
Ferrari suit.
including F1 sim racing champions such as Jarno Opmeer and
Nice.
Lucas Blakely.
Good to see
For
the
the
esports
first
guys
time,
in there
and
as ever.
exclusive to F1 24 Champions Edition, 1976 champion James Hunt and seven-time
okay.
race winner Juan Pablo Montoya can be your drivers of choice.
Cool. Couple new additions.
Pre-order EA
That all looks good.
24 and unlock 2024
That all looks
liveries
really, really good to
F1
me.
23 and
Okay, so having watched that, I think that is all a really, really exciting and real positive step in the right direction. I think realism is kind of what has been missing from the game for a good couple versions now. I think like the level of customization as well has sort of gone up and down. That's one thing that hasn't been spoken about. I really, really hope that we are able to kind of do more in terms of customizing car liveries, obviously like race suits and helmets, etc. I miss being able to have like sponsor logos on the helmet, for example. That sort of just helped add to that level of kind of customization, making something that was quite kind of personal and unique to us as kind of individual drivers. So I'm hoping that gets elevated or at least brought back into this game. What they're doing with the circuits looks fantastic. I think everyone's going to enjoy the new visual elements, not just to the circuits which they're updating, but I think all of the circuits have probably had a little bit of a tweak. My hope is that what they've done with these kind of revamped circuits, they keep doing that throughout the course of the year. I'd really, really hope it's not a case of they're going to do these kind of 4 or 5 and then that's it. They're not going to look at any others until the F1 25 game in a year's time. They can continue to update it in real time, because we've seen it previously. They've been able to bring out kind of on the fly updates in terms of car liveries and other bits and pieces quite quickly. Through the power of EA, let's hope that trend, rejuvenating the circuit, adding to the visuals, just kind of keeps on going throughout the year. Love what they've done in terms of some of the new sort of My Team drivers as well. It's all looking good. It's all looking good, and it's not really that long until the game is going to be coming out. So if you've not already done so and pre-ordered it, make sure you do. I think it's going to be interesting getting a few days early access and a few extras. The one thing that I'm really, really hoping, again, it's not something that's been spoken about when it comes to the online store. So when it comes to kind of liveries and like the season pass, I think some of the liveries and the extras and elements in there are quite dull, quite uninspiring and a bit boring. Not been a lot on there which has made me think, oh my god, I really want that, I really want to use some Bitcoin on that. I'm really hoping they've got someone with a slightly more creative mind, or whoever it is that's responsible for that brings a really, really kind of fresh outlook to the whole customization area of the game. People obviously want to drive as their favourite driver, drive the car of their favourite team, but it's also a really important element to have that level of personal customization with your car, your driver, your racing helmet, etc. So I really hope there's some cool stuff that comes out throughout the season passes during the course of the game that makes me want to kind of spend some Bitcoin, actually make the season pass worthwhile. It's not something I really look at or focus on too much anymore. So, all looking good. Can't wait for it to get released. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.